Well, Essence 2020 is upon us soon. And this was a discovery. Well, I had samples before Essence, but I got this baby when I went to Essence. So if you want to hear more about it, you know what to do. Welcome back, NYC Fragrance family. Joe with another video. Today we're talking about a fragrance from the house of I-O.KO 1954. And the fragrance I'm talking about is I-Egocentric. Very nice bottle. Unique. Smell off the cap is awesome. Very wide spray there. Man, it's good stuff, man. It's really good stuff. So this fragrance was launched in 2017. The perfumer is Enzo Gallardi, who is the owner of the brand. He also owns I-Egocentric. Some of the notes in this are leather, raspberry, ginger, incense, and gaiac wood. So, what are my pros? Well, as you've seen from the first thing, and I don't know if I should just leave this out of the pros, because just about pretty much every video I'm going to do, unless, because most of the things I review are things that I own or bought or I want, so smell is never going to be bad. So for me to say that it smells good really doesn't, it's almost like an automatic pro. So that's always pro number one. It smells good, and it does. Pro number two, projection. This thing, from this side of my studio all the way upstairs, I'm pretty sure they could smell this when I spray it. This thing is strong as all hell. And for some people that's a good thing, some people it's a bad thing. I happen to think it's a good thing. I like when people know I'm wearing something. It's just, I don't know, selfish, I guess. And pro number three, performance, which projection I guess would fall into that, but as far as performance goes, long lasting, without a doubt. This one could last close to 24 hours. I'm not even joking. Your sillage is huge. You leave a scent trail behind you like no other. It's going to last on you. Now, for some people that may be a con. I, again, appreciate when a fragrance is of this level and at this price point that it performs this good. And pro number four, the quality. You could tell that there's been a lot of care being put into making this fragrance, and Enzo put his heart and soul into making this fragrance. Quality is, bar none, some of the best Italian perfumery you will smell. Up and down the line of I-O.KO 1954 and I-Egocentric. If you're not familiar with them, Door Perfumes in California carries the line. You can get samples from them. And I believe you might even be able to get them directly from the company. That I'll have to look into, but I'm not 100% sure. So, let's get into the cons. I really don't have major cons when it comes to the fragrance, but I'm going to list a couple because people like to hear cons. So the first con is kind of how I just left off. It's not really available at many retailers. So either you're going to get it directly from the company, might find it on eBay, or Door Perfumes. So you're not going to walk into Bloomingdale's and it's going to be sitting there. That's all I'm going to say. So readily available, it is not. Con number two, it's got a familiar DNA. Now, to call it a clone, I wouldn't consider this a clone, just because of there's subtle nuances that the fragrance that people say it smells like, it's going to, because when you got leather and you got raspberry, right off the bat, people that are familiar with fragrances and familiar with these videos and familiar with reviews are going to say Tom Ford Tuscan leather. So it's a familiar DNA, or it's familiar scent profile to something that's already out there. Some people see that as a con, or they'll call it a clone. I don't see it that way at all. Now, price point, it's relatively about the same price as the Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. So the decision will have to be up to you. Do you want Tom Ford Tuscan Leather to have that kind of a DNA, or do you want I-O.KO 1954's I-Egocentric? To me, I'd prefer the I-Egocentric because of how it performs and how it lasts. Unfortunately, Tom Ford's, for whatever reason, I love the scent profiles, but they just don't last. At least on my skin. I know there's some people that claim really really good longevity with Tom Fords. I'm sorry, but I'm not one of them. So, NYC Fragrance family, if you're familiar with the brand, let me know below. If you're not, let me know below. What are your feelings on fragrances that smell similar to Tuscan Leather? I like to discuss things back and forth. So, till next time, NYC Fragrance family, remember, if you smell good, you feel good. Have a nice day.